I've been working with a student through this book, and we just got started last week, and he did really good. So this is an Australian company called Progressive, rhythm guitar. These were popular in the 90s, so it's a pretty thorough, clearly written book. Let's just see. I'll run you through a little bit. The first thing they start with, I really like, it's the A, D, and E chords. He does have you play the A chord like this, which I usually never do myself. Of course, there's many ways to play an A chord. I've made a few videos about it. I kind of like middle ring pinky, just because I saw a video of George Harrison playing like that. Then he's got the D. You probably know that, but it's clearly, very clear, basic diagrams and text. Then he shows strum patterns, your quarter notes. There is a CD with the book, by the way. Then he throws in the E chord. Well, he has you playing A and D chords with quarter notes. So you might recognize that from my chord book. I think I must have borrowed from that. I have a whole bunch of A, D, E exercises on, what page is that? About page 3. Yep. I do a bunch of A, D, and E. So then on page 13 in this blue book, we finally get to the E chord where he has us play A, E, D, E like this. So I have my students do very similar things, but this book is very good. And then on page 14, we get through 12-bar blues, doing quarter note downstrokes. It'd be like this. That would repeat your basic 12-bar blues. Then he, on page 14, he introduces the eighth notes. Sometimes that's the perfect pattern, or quarter notes can be the perfect pattern for a song. Then he has us combining quarter notes and eighth notes. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Hey, it says, watch your timing right there. It says in the book, watch your timing. All right. Then on page 15, we've got A, E, D, E. Doing down, down, up, down, down. Cool. Good exercise. Then we've got 6 strumming patterns. Number 1 would be number 2, down, down, up, down, up, down. Very good pattern. Number 3, down, up, down, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Sorry. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right on, man. Number 4, down, up, down, down, up, down. Number 5, down, down, up, down, down, up. Finally, number 6, down, 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 up, down, up. That's pleasant. Well, my student actually didn't get beyond that point. Oh, on the next page, let's just take a look. On page 16, we're going to do the G and C. They have us play the G like that. And then when we go to C, you have to scramble over here. Perfectly fine. You can do the G any way you want. I used to try to control my students, make them play this. I still think that's a good idea. Index, middle, ring, pinky. It just sounds great. And looks like a previous teacher kind of changed this C to look like that. Not a bad call. That's the ring and pinky on the 2 big strings, 3rd fret, middle and index. Then you can hit all 6. In that case, you could keep your ring finger in place for the G. So there's a lot of ways to go from G to C. It's annoying no matter what you do. So we've got a little practice here. G, A, C, D, down, up, down, up, down, down. I remember this from decades ago teaching this. It sounds like this. One more time. On G. After that, they introduce some sight reading, the notes on the 1st string. Good idea. E, F, G. They show it in standard staff, and on the next page, page 17, they also show us tablature. So there's a little exercise like this. Cool. And then it starts talking about tablature. On page 18, lesson 5, we've got the E minor chord. Hey, there's good fingering, middle and ring. I'm glad it's not index and middle. I like middle and ring on an E minor. So here it's down, down, up, down, down. G, E minor, C, D. Oops. I can see where I got a lot of my ideas for my book, which is $20. You can buy it with Venmo if you want, or just I've got some links for eBay checkout. All right. After that, we've got notes on the second string, the B, C, D. Little exercises. And now you combine second string with first string. Let's see what that's like. Very nice. And on page 19, there's some talk about troubleshooting. Just the things you gotta fix. Make sure your fingers on tips and directly behind frets. Hold strings firmly against fretboard. Use correct fingering. First finger, first fret. Second finger, second fret. Ring finger, third fret. Left hand must remain close to the strings at all times. Example, when an open string is played, your fingers should still be in close proximity. So sometimes my students will just drop their hand down. I'm like, keep your hand up here. But hey, it works. This is a good book. So maybe then we have lesson 6 coming up. C, E minor, F, G. The F chord, oh my gosh. So yeah, man, this is rhythm guitar book. Looks like I might have bought it at a garage sale for $4. This Progressive company has many different other books, and I find them pretty well done. As a teaching tool, you know, as a teacher, it's not like we're going to be making revolutionary, amazing new things to work with every lesson. Sometimes we just need a good solid book we can go through. I like to say learning chords in a certain order. It could be different orders. It could be random. But for a teacher to have a book that lays it out in a certain order that you can follow, it's dependable. It makes your job a lot easier. I do create hundreds of different lesson materials, or several a week anyway, week after week, month after month, year after year. I do produce scales, riffs, chord progressions, timing exercises, arpeggios, whatever I can think of. I copy things, but again, just having a nice book to follow. Everybody gets a similar treatment. It's not like you get this treatment, you get that treatment. Yes, I specialize, I customize, but everybody should get access to the basic chords, basic strumming, basic sight reading, and consistency and repetition is what I always say. You just do a lot of repetitions, and the teacher's stuck going through the same material over and over. That's why I do vary. I've got a whole giant library of books up there and a whole bunch over there. Yes, we have other books I can use, but I like some of these progressive series. All right. And then after we do a little bit of that, we jump over and do songs of the student's choice. Or if I have a hot idea for a song, I might present it. But usually I just let the student, if they'll do my thing, I'll do their thing. So, we learn to cooperate. I'll follow your idea if you follow my idea. We cooperate like bandmates. Dig it. All right. Well, thanks for letting me show you this book. I hope it wasn't too boring. I kind of enjoyed it. It's good to review your basic strumming and timing. And more people need that, really. If your timing is totally wildly uneven, you're never going to really be able to make music. So this is, I'm just trying to explain kind of things we got to learn. So thanks for letting me show you that. See ya.